Hello, is this mic on? This the right mic? Alright, let me get things focused in. Alright, let's zoom it in a little bit. Right about there. There. Okay. I'll get this rolling. How's it going? Let some of you eventually join. So yeah, I'll put one of these up here so we can have this to look at. I feel like we're gonna have a discussion today that I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about things right about now. Maybe you guys that maybe you guys could give me a little pep talk. Maybe explain things. Maybe make me feel better about the situation. So this is a Taurus G2C. I know you're probably wondering why did he pick that one out of everything? There's so many guns. Why didn't he do like a cool gun? Hey, this is actually the gun that I own, that I carry around sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. And what I've done is went and found a really good picture of it because I didn't want to bother trying to get a super high def picture. There's already one online, so I just went and pulled the one online. And we're gonna do a little portrait of it, around here. It'll look good on my wall, right next to the Corvette. Um, and just so you guys, I'm over here cutting shit. So let me get the camera over here. Um, so yeah, I got it multiple prints out. So I'm just gonna do it like a Steve Leahy style, and we're gonna paint ourselves a nice gun. A 9mm Beretta service pistol. Nice. How's it going, Franz? So yeah, you'll be like, what inspired this today? I think we all know. Yeah, maybe you guys could, you know, provide your guys' great old insight and wisdom into the situation and see how everybody feels about what happened yesterday to Mr. Alex Preddy. My stance might surprise you. It might be, oh, okay, on par. I'll let you know right now, I'm all kinds of divided on it. Just that way and sideways. I don't know which way to go. I don't know about y'all, but I really don't like when people die over stupid shit. Nobody deserves for some quick little stupid shit. That already rubs me the wrong way. What's up, Juan? Airbrush on an airbrush. No, I don't think I've done that. Just no blocks. Yeah. What's up, miners? Always wanted a Springfield. I want a revolver next. I think that's what I'm gonna aim for. Some sort of revolver, not really sure what, but I visited Rob Churchill, and he showed me a few of his revolvers, and something about a revolver just looks like classy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not as crazy looking as like one of these. When you see a revolver, it kind of has like a, you know, it's like having a coffee from 7-Eleven, and then you got a revolver, and it's like, damn, boy, you got a Starbucks coffee. I see you. So just getting this cut out. So here we have our little cutout. We can put it wherever we want. We're probably going to use this to do like the main painting, and then we're going to put it, maybe add a little shadow to it. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about what happened yesterday, man. Ruger for a revolver for me, yeah, yeah. Uh, for any of you, oh, he should have stayed home. It's like, man, maybe your ass shouldn't have been born. We could all coulda, shoulda, woulda, but honestly, it's his fucking right to be wherever the fuck he wants, right? As long as you ain't hurting, you ain't trespassing, yeah, be wherever the fuck you want in this country. That's part of being an American, man, is that you can be wherever the fuck you want. If you want to be out there recording the goddamn agents, guess what? We have a law that says he could be out there recording the goddamn fucking agents. You know what I'm saying? So like, for all of you that are like, oh, he should just stay home. There's that. What's up, Chris? How's it going? That rubs me the wrong way when people say that he should just stay home. I agree with you. He'd probably be better off at home. But who the fuck am I to say he should stay his ass at home? He could be out there doing whatever the fuck he wants. He's an American. Plain and simple. That's all I'm saying. Did you get that package, Chris? I sent it out. I don't know if you got it. I haven't checked. There's that. And then we got, like, I don't know, man. We got real police. How come the police can bring people in cuffs? No fucking problem. Only when there is a problem, obviously. But, for the most part, police got a pretty good record. And somehow these fucking dudes killing people. Like, this is what I don't understand. That already, it's crazy. So yeah, I don't know how to feel about that bit already. But I'm second. oh, I shouldn't be doing that in the neighborhoods. The real reality of the matter is that we do need an ICE type organization or an ICE. My problem is the tactics. Now you'd be like, oh, you're Mexican. Why would you say that? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah. The only problem is that we're not the only ones coming across anymore. For sure. Back in my parents' days, they were the only ones, man. My grandpa, like, we used to mail him. We used to visit him. I mean, we were reading Chris's comment. And his property was literally like we could just walk a few blocks and there was the Rio Grande. And right on the other side of the Rio Grande, fucking Mexico. From walking distance. There was no wall back then, no nothing. And even to this day, I think in his neighborhood, in that area, there is no wall. In San Elizario, Texas, my boy, out there in El Paso. So, for you to be like, oh, no, that doesn't, like, dude, I've watched the mojados run across 50 at a time. In front of my eyes. Multiple times I've seen this. Back then, right, when I was young. My very first run-in with the police. Let's go talk history before we get all into it. I got caught by Border Patrol. Not for crossing the border or anything like that. We were literally just walking down the street. And we see a fucking stack of mojados, fucking run across. And we're like, oh shit, I want those mojados. Right? And we're like, oh shit. Like, what the fuck? But we didn't hear no Border Patrol trucks, no nothing. So we're like, they're probably safe, whatever. They're running through cornfields because back then they were growing corn in those fields. Stalks are high as fuck. You can't look over them. And so we're like, whatever. We're going to keep walking to a friend's house. Mike, being Mike, back then, me and my cousin Chewy, we thought we were cool because we were selling some weed. Oh, yeah. Typical high school teenager shit. Well, I don't want to say typical, but for us, in the area where we grew up in, typical. Anyway, so whatever, we keep walking across. And fucking, not even a block later, on our way to our friends, we could see our friend's house where we were standing. Fucking Border Patrol. On their fucking little bike, bro. We didn't think nothing of it. We seen somebody coming on a bike. We were like, whatever, it's a fucking bike. This motherfucker on a bike stops us. Hey, what are you guys doing? Walking to the friend's house. What do you want? Or you see anybody? Yeah, they ran over there. Oh, you guys smell like weed. You need to come with us. What the actual fuck? So, first time I ever got in trouble with any kind of police. There it is right there. All because some fucking Mexicans were running across the border, bro. Like, that's what happened. The fucking Mexicans ruined it for me that day. For me and my cousin. So anyway, we got caught by Border Patrol. Border Patrol came and picked us up, took us to their station. We saw how everything works back there. Of course, we're treated differently because we're U.S. citizens. So they put us in different cells back then, different area. But we seen like the whole process, how they get these people in there, process them in and out. And yeah, man, that was my first run-in with the cops. But back then I was like fucking 12, 13. Some shit. Young little Mike. Didn't know what about life, didn't know fucking shit. I'm just out there being a dumbass. Can say that now. So anyway, I made some cutouts here. And we got the slider up here cut out, and we're going to get the bottom here. I'm going to base this in with a little bit of like a darker grayish, almost blackish, but not really. And that'll give us a nice tone that we can start building in all the cuts. And then we could go back and we'll cover this area up and we'll work up on the top. And we'll get that all in there. But anyway, the whole moral of that story is I know that the people just run across the fucking border. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've experienced it. Very personal. Fucking, that just sucked that whole day. And then every time since that, we've seen those fucking people run across. We knew fucking get away from this shit. Yeah. But even then, I understood, right? Because it was like, it was, I think 9/11 hadn't happened yet. But I know maybe it had happened. Because I remember thinking in my head, like, what if those were all like Chinese people? Or like, what if they were all the, like, Iraqi people and they're here like bomb us, like 50 of them at a time? Like, there's nobody to stop them, bro. Like, who's gonna fucking know if they sneak across? Once they're across, they're in. It's harder to track them down. I remember thinking that back then. I was still thinking now. It's like, it's crazy. So, like, yeah, it sucks. It sucks for my Mexican peoples because I know a lot of them just want to come here and work. And America runs on a lot of that fucking work. We eat off that work. We fucking, those buildings don't build themselves and shit. They do so much work. So, like, it sucks. But at the same time, be stupid to not understand that they ain't the only ones coming across, Jack. That secret, I think, has been out. And it just sucks. That's the reality of the matter. Yeah, this is Mexicans' fault, bro. You're working at the Chinese restaurant. You start telling all the Chinese people how you fucking came across. Guess what? They're going to tell their family how they came across. And that family's going to tell the next family. And it goes on and on. Also, like, it's already expensive here. So, like, we don't need more people. Like, we've reached a fucking point, where it's just like, So I'm not totally against ICE or Border Patrol. What I'm against is their tactics. I'm against people dying. I'm against them being aggressive towards people that are just trying to record. Against citizens, Americans. If you catch an immigrant and he's like tries to resist or do anything stupid, bro, hey, whatever happens. Not gonna lie, but if some dude's just standing around like, yo, what's going on? Let me get my phone out. Like, those arms should be like this. Get back. We're doing something. Get back. Get back. Not hey, or hey. Citizens should be treated like this. Get back. We're conducting just like cops do. Cops, hey, get back. Get back behind this line. That's all you gotta do. Pushing, shoving, anything like that. Bro, I feel like you've crossed the line. Just like cops don't want to get touched, I don't think people want to get touched either, man. So when you start pushing people, it's you start crossing a boundary. So like, yeah, and it's not in people's nature. I don't think it's in anybody's nature to just As soon as somebody touches you, that you're just like, oh, okay, whatever you say, daddy. Like, nah, bro, that's not what's happening, right? Somebody puts their hands on you, it is in your nature to get defensive, to react, to be like, what the fuck's going on here? Why are you touching me? Right? Like that's just a fact. I'm trying to open this bottle reducer, but it had two seals. I took a seal out, and then there was another seal. Anyway, so I don't know. I feel like as citizens, you should be treated different. They shouldn't have that kind of power. They shouldn't have that kind of control. Nobody should. If law enforcement wants to come at you, they usually have to have a reason, right? You can't just fucking. They don't just walk up and shove somebody. Like, that's not. I've never seen a cop react that way, and I think if I did, it'd be, you know, like, what the actual fuck would be my first reaction. So that's my stance on that, man. It's like, yeah, we need some kind of ice. I'm not gonna say we don't. It's just a matter of security for everybody. They need to be here legally. Yeah, like I feel like, yeah. And for those of you like, oh, Mexicans again, it's like, yo, I already said. It's like that. It sucks, you know. People just want to come and work because America does, again, like I said, run on that work. But you'd be stupid to think that they're the only ones coming. And countries like Mexico, especially, has programs for those farm workers to come and work, especially if they've been coming for plenty of years. There's a way for them to get a worker's visa and come and work, and then they go back to their country, and a lot of people do. So yeah. So for those who say that you shouldn't have been there. It's like, no, you're right, but who are we to tell him where to be? He's an American. He could go wherever the fuck he wants. As long as he's not trespassing or hurting anybody, he could go wherever the fuck he wants. That's not a reason to die just because he was out somewhere. He shouldn't have been there. Like, being somewhere is not, like, shut the fuck up. Because that's the most anti-American thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He shouldn't have been there. Yeah. Then it's like the enforcement and the rule. It just seems wrong. The force coming from these agents is it should be equal to or less than police. And if they need backup, they should have to bring police along. The tactics are wrong. It's like fucking brute force. Oh, unga bunga, we're gonna get them. Like, no, bro. Like, you can fucking get people without having to do like fucking raids and shit like that in neighborhood. Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you fucking doing? It's silly to think that that's the mentality that's going on right now. Cause yeah, like I just don't even know what to say. And yeah, that fucking that Greg Bovino guy, like that's literally his mentality. Oonga boonga, we're gonna get him. We're gonna come in with big guns, big guns. Like this is what, bro? The guy was going like, no, 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 no. Like, there's way better, easier, smarter ways of doing this than what you're doing. Let's be honest about what's going on here. I hate to say it like that, but that's what it feels like, man. It just feels like we're gonna get him, you know. Gonna use this Badger stencil here to put this. Then there's going to be the people like, oh, he shouldn't have had a gun. Oh, man, I don't even know what to tell you on that one. I don't even know what to tell you on that one because here in America, here in the great old red, white, and blue, we believe in the guns. The guns is the reason people don't act wild in public no more. Y'all remember them cowboy days? Y'all remember the fucking bank robberies, train heist, fucking saloon shootings, everything you name it, bro. Let's not act like America was always fucking pretty roses and daisies, bro. Like, you had people literally like, there's people that still like, what the shit are we talking about? So for anybody's like, you should not have a gun, is like, fuck, you're a retard. Because that's like the ultimate protection. The guy was probably not looking to use it on the agents. He never, ever touched his fucking gun. I haven't, still to right now, have not seen a video of him ever having a gun in his hand. Point blank, period. Show me the fucking video of him holding a gun and I'll believe you. But I've watched it from every fucking angle, this way and sideways. The guy never had a fucking gun in his hand. He had a gun on him. Sure. That's not illegal, bro. Like, that's not a reason for somebody to die. I carry my gun sometimes. I know a lot of people carry my gun. There's some guns everywhere. The whole fucking state of Texas has a fucking gun on them at any given time. And somehow, them people real quiet right now. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. It's like, what the actual fuck are we talking about? He shouldn't have had a gun. You can get the fuck off my land with that shit. So yeah. Anyway, I'm a firm believer in everybody's Second Amendment right to have a weapon. Not everybody lives in fucking, safe California or whatever the fuck. Some people actually can't just call police and have police show up in 2 minutes. Some people live out in the middle of nowhere where, hey man, shit's going down. I need to defend myself. Some people live in bad neighborhoods where even if you call the cops, you need to defend yourself. I don't even know why that's a fucking like question right now. Like, what are we talking about? Bobby, what are we talking about, Bobby? He shouldn't have had a gun. You ain't fucking retarded. Yeah, tell Texas not to carry if you want to. Good luck. Exactly. Ain't nobody taking away the guns, bro. Like, what are you talking about? He shouldn't have had a gun. My real question is, why are they allowed to shoot citizens? Hey, back up. We're doing an investigation. Back up. We're doing an investigation. All you gotta do, back it up. That motherfucker said, back it the fuck up, back up. And then that bitch slipped and fell on the ground. We seen it. She fucking fell, slipped on the ground. There's ice there, bro. He turned around to try to walk and the motherfucker tried to tippy toe away and he got shoved in the back. The lady got shoved in the back. They fell to the ground as you would if you got shoved in the ice. I know I would. I've tried to walk on ice plenty of times. There's ice on the ground outside right now, bro. Go and try it. See if you don't fucking fall. This man tried to pick the lady up. Well, actually, let's not mince lies. Let's not deny what he did. He did get in that officer's face, as any fucking man would. If you hang around me and you see another man in full body armor, everything, shove a lady to the ground, and you don't fucking, what the fuck are you doing to that dude? You can get the fuck away from me, because that ain't happening. Bro, that is not happening. Like, any man in that situation probably would have reacted the same fucking way to seeing some lady just get pushed to the ground, shoved to the ground. Let's be real. She was shoved to the fucking ground. And any man that wouldn't have done that, I'd have been like, what the fuck? So he did. Maybe react, get in that cop's face a little bit. But his very next thing was to turn around And when he turned around, he got pepper sprayed in the fucking face as he was trying to disengage. Let's not mince words about what happened there. You can see it in the video, bro. There's so many videos. The video from inside the car fucking shows him. Look away. Get pepper sprayed. Right in the fucking face. It shows the cop. Cop, that ain't no cop. Because cops, I actually hold cops in high regard. And that would be a fucking insult to any cop I know. That agent shoved that lady to the ground. I don't know about you, but when I tell somebody to do something, I don't expect it to be instant. I know that actions require time. So, yeah. It's saddening to see. It's not something that should be happening to U.S. citizens. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. That's like, what the fuck? It's like, for real. If any dude that I know would have done the same exact thing, if how this dude thought it was okay to just shove some lady to the ground after she had already turned around to walk away. There's a sheet of ice that they're trying to get over. This lady starts tiptoeing. You can see her literally try to tiptoeing. So does the dude. They both get shoved in the back. The lady falls. The dude turns back around, gets in his face like, what the fuck? And then goes to help the lady. I don't know what you saw, but that's what I saw. You could try to make up some other story in your head, but that's what all the videos show. None of the videos still to this day. I haven't seen from yesterday. I didn't see any part where he held a gun. To be real, I seen him drop his phone and then go down and reach and grab it, and try to grab it off the ground, trying his best to hold on to his phone. I saw what looked like 4 cops on top of him and 3 other cops surrounding him. Cops again. I don't want again. Sorry for saying cops because they ain't cops. Agents, whatever the fuck you want to call them. And you could be like, oh, he was this, he was that. Don't matter what he was. What he wasn't doing was anything wrong. I didn't see at any point that dude do anything wrong enough to get shot. If anything, having a gun on you and seeing all that go down in one, and he didn't ever reach for his gun, just shows actually how much control and how much that gun was not in his head at all. Let's paint no politics. Let's be happy. You can fuck off. I'm talking about whatever I want to talk about, bro. This is my channel. We talking about guns today and what happened yesterday. Simple as that. Sometimes we can talk about happy shit, but today we're gonna talk about what happened yesterday. Cause as an American, as somebody who believes in guns, I just ain't happy about what happened yesterday. Simple as that. If you're new around here, It might be your first time in this rodeo. It ain't mine. And some of the other chatters in the chat already know, and I feel strong about something. You gonna hear it. We gonna discuss it. It's gonna be a thing. I don't hate anybody for thinking whatever you want, but all I'm trying to do today is talk about what actually fucking happened. And what I think will happen is a fucking tragedy, and it shouldn't be allowed to happen to anybody else. Point blank and simple. I don't think because he's a federal agent, he should have a license to murder anybody. Again, if it was the immigrant, whatever, whatever happens there, hey man, you shouldn't have been fucking around. They told you to fucking, you're under arrest. I don't understand. So, but yeah, we have discussion about it around here. Like, I'm not gonna shy about it, dude. That was not cool. In nobody's book, it should be cool. If you stand with that way of getting shot, I don't have to tell you, but stay away from me. It's not even an anti-ice thing. It's an anti-ice conduct, right? Like I've said, I believe we need some sort of ice. They're necessary. I don't think ice should have the power to kill people, though. Just like anything else, when somebody loses a life, should be investigated. Somebody should go to jail. Something. That's all I'm saying. Politics aside, bro. I don't care what side you're on. Because I'll tell you, I'm not on either side. People, Democrat, Republican, like, you can fuck off. I'm American. And if whatever they're saying sounds bullshitty, I'm going to call bullshit. No matter who the fuck's saying it. If you're a Trump person right now, I'll let you know right now that until they release the Epstein files completely, like, yeah, I don't trust that man for a second. That's not a man that looks like he has any of my interests in mind, nor does it look like he had anybody else's interest at all. Because, yeah, anybody that works knows he hasn't been good for work at all in any kind of way. Anybody who has a business knows he hasn't been good for business in any kind of way. And that's just the truth of the fact of the matter. Like, come on. I can't, like, there's no way. Anyway, Trump's a whole different fucking thing. I don't really care. Talk about him too much. Like I said, he's the president. It is what it is. Just gotta move on from that. Being said, he is the president. He does have the power to turn shit down. He's the one putting them there. He should be like, why are y'all shooting people? Don't shoot Americans. It should be that simple. But let's be real. That's beyond Trump's capacity right now. At any point, I don't think he has that kind of capacity for humanity or understanding. I believe he's just trying to achieve a goal, and he thinks that any force is necessary. But I'm a happy disagreeer in that we don't have to go that hard. We could have ice. We could do the stuff. We could do stuff without killing people. Simple as that. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, I don't think anybody deserves to die that way, man. Especially when it seems like he was, for the most part, not doing anything wrong. Yeah, I don't know, man. So yeah, that's kind of where my thing is. Like I just don't think people should be getting shot. I don't think there should be any reason for them to interfere with American lives. And I feel like their first and only option to dealing with anybody who's not actually an immigrant and or actually impeding their investigation, and by actually impeding I mean getting in the way of them or trying to stop them or grabbing on them or anything like that, like actually physically imposing themselves in some way into the thing. And even then, shooting them should not be an option. It should always be to subdue. You're talking about 7 dudes, one guy, and if you 7 highly trained dudes can't subdue one person, maybe I want my money back. You're fired, and please return your paychecks, because what the fuck are you doing? You can't subdue one guy. I feel like as a taxpayer, as anybody like that, like come on, you would want your money back. There's 7 of them. Can't take down one guy? Are you kidding me? The fuck kind of shit is that? That's all. Like what? What are we talking about here? Like that's so stupid, bro. Like if you just think about it for 1 second, it's like, come on. There was 7 dudes there trying to take down one guy and they couldn't do it. I want my money back, man. Like what the fuck? How did you get this job again? And then I keep seeing the Greg Bovino guy, or our agents are attacked and we're this and we're that. It's like, bro, if you couldn't fucking handle the key, get the fuck out of the job. Get out of the kitchen if you can't take the heat. What the fuck are you talking about? The cops do this job every day. You don't hear, oh, we're attacked and we're, oh my god, and the people don't like us. It's like, you know what you're doing. Stop fucking acting like a bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? What are we talking about here? It's like that's not what we're questioning. Yeah. Yes, I agree. Those people out there fucking with them is probably not good. Stay out of their way. At the same time, what the fuck are we talking about? Like these people should not be dying. I've seen police again take down actual fucking criminals that are actively breaking the law. If you can't take the heat, get the fuck out of the kitchen, bro. Like what the hell? Rent an agent? Yeah, like come on for real. So every time I hear that guy talk, he just sounds like more of a bitch. I can't. Like what? You're complaining that people don't like you as you're fucking getting in neighborhoods, obstructing like shit. You're killing people. Like and then people don't like us and they're being hostile and it's like bro, you're shoving people. You're just like straight up shoving people. What the fuck are you talking about? So yeah, I can't take it with the bullshit either. All these people trying to tell you, oh no, it was like this, it was like that, and it's just like, come on, man. I used my eyes for fucking. The whole interaction was like 1 minute. Just watch it for 1 minute. And if it doesn't piss you off in one way or another, like, come on. Come on now. Let's be honest. Come on. Say how you really feel. So yeah, man, I think what makes me the most mad about the whole situation is that it doesn't seem like the guy who shot him will face any kind of repercussions, like ever. With the other lady that died, you know what? Like I was upset, but like, she shouldn't have been there. She shouldn't have been doing that. She was actually literally blocking the way. She shouldn't have drove off the way she did. Once they told her to get out of the car, she honestly would have been more in the way if she would have got out of the car, threw the keys away or some shit, rather than she'd have been smart about it. But I still don't think she should have died for just being in the way. And let's be real, if you actually think a car is going to hit you, your first call to action there in your little big noggin, at least I hope it would be, is to get out of the way. I don't know about you or me, but if I thought the car was coming at me, I'd probably jump out the way first. That's all I'm gonna say about that one. I ain't a smart man, but I know when the car coming, I'ma jump, I'ma move, cause I don't, then the car gonna hit me. I'm not a smart man, but I know probably not stand in front of the car is not a good idea. You know how they say common sense went out the window? Well, some of those people with no common sense are out there with a gun right now. Let's. I mean, they're also out there trying to get in the people with the guns' way. This is a struggle that they suffering through. They dying because they know no better. All right. So we got that laid out. I'm going to leave it kind of just in that black. Actually, looks pretty good on camera. And then we're going to kind of work on the top slide area. Common sense isn't so common. I don't always run, but when I do, I want to be next to Mike. Because Mike's slower, so then the lion can get Mike and not me. Mike's bigger, so if they shoot, it'll hit Mike when I'll stand behind him. Yeah, I don't know. That's a crazy world, man. Crazy, crazy thing. Put this back in right where it was. What's up, Gomez? How's it going? Yeah, I don't know, man. Just as a general, as a gun owner, as an American, as just as a person, man. Watching that video yesterday made me pretty fucking mad. Not gonna lie about that. It was pretty fucking infuriating, to be honest with you. And if you ain't watched the videos, if you're like, oh, he had it coming or whatever the fuck, watch the videos. All of them. There's like 7 videos that really break it all down. Like, man, every angle I saw, it was just a person, man. He was never actually a threat to anybody. And that's the sad part of the whole situation. You out there in tactical gear, and let's be real, unless another guy comes out with tactical gear, it ain't really much of a situation now, is it? Especially if you're trained to use that tactical gear. Now, if you're not trained to use the tactical gear and you don't know how to keep your finger off the safety, and you got an itchy trigger finger, and you don't really know the laws of what's happening around you, and you have no respect for human life and all that shit, then yeah, it's gonna seem alien to you. And yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man, but like that's not the way it goes down. Try not to get worked up about it, man. There ain't nothing we can do about it. Ain't nobody gonna care or listen or change. I think pretty much we're all fucked. Not gonna lie, and that's the sad part about it. And how quickly it went to like, oh well, he had a gun. So yeah, but a lot of people have guns. You can't just be like, oh, you shot him because he had a gun. What the fuck kind of stupid shit is that? Right? And then like, man, we go on Facebook, and I'm trying to bring light to that. It looks like they disarmed him before they shot him. You could clearly see somebody take the gun from behind his waistband before the shots were fired. Now I don't know if they just yelled gun and one of the officers reacted or what. Anyway, I made a whole video about it because as soon as it happened, I was like dissecting the videos. I was like, well, why'd they shoot him? Right? I don't want to fucking jump to them and be like, this guy shouldn't have got shot. But like, I don't want to jump the gun. Let me see what happened. And in all the videos I saw, I never see him reach for his gun, grab his gun, nothing. All I could think to myself was, man, nobody should die like that. Have 5 guys on you, beating you, pistol whipping you across the top of the head for trying to help the lady that this motherfucker pushed and trying to help her to get up. And for that, you got beaten and shot. And I was just like, how the fuck did we get to this point, bro? Shit was good. And then all of a sudden, shit's bad. And the only thing that changed was the president. I don't understand how this. What? The actual fuck. That's all I'm saying. Oh, 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 I did that. Okay. How did that happen in like a year, bro? That's crazy. It's crazy to think about. Saludos, cuckoo brush. I need a water trap. What should I get? You should get one of these bad boys right here. Let's see if we get the camera to focus right there. See this one? We sell these on the Mike's airbrush.com. These are nice. They have an aluminum head. They have a big copper element there and a nice size moisture trap. You just push the button and release the moisture whenever it gets full. We have a whole system also available that includes the hose and everything, a quick disconnect available on the site. So we sell those directly. It's the same one I'm using right now. Look at it. That's the one I'm using. And I have the regulators and stuff on the way too. So we'll have a moisture trap regulator. Just like the setup I have here. I don't have these, so I'll be switching off of this one because this one's broke anyway. But I ordered some really nice ones that we're going to be able to sell. And then you'll have a whole moisture trap, moisture and oil separator at your connection, and then you have this moisture trap right at your end here, the end line filter. And that's what I would recommend. Because that's what I use. All right, we're just making this little cuts for the fins back here, and I got all these cuts. I just gotta get them all done here. Anyway, anybody else got some cool guns? Somebody said they had a 9mm Beretta. Any kind of interesting guns? Over at Rob's, and he had some guns that were from like the Civil War days and stuff. I think he even had a pistol from back in like the cowboy times. I'm just gonna give that a light tack so that we can have them stay in place. All that cutting, just do a quick little spray over, boom. And we'll just come back with this bad boy and we start over on this side. Bam. Then we got the round tips. A little bit of that going on. Got a little bit of this going on. Yeah, it's looking pretty good already, huh? Haven't even done no halas or not. No halas yet. This is just all black. Alright, let's get this thing off of here. Look at that. Look at that. Now would you look at this? It looks so good. My dad has a gun with an interesting story. Late 1800s, my great grandfather bought it while smoking, and he was boarding a train. The owner was cutting a notch in the butt of the gun. That's the story. Okay. Cool. All right. So I think I want to do the lettering on it. I'll need this other paper. At least where it says Taurus right here. I think I want that on there. I think it'll look cool with it on there. So we're gonna try to cut this out. Might take me a second. I'm sorry, but it's like trying to get the details in there, you know. Oh, man.
Motion detected at your front door.
An S&W Smith & Wesson. Yeah, I don't know why I like an old school Smith & Wesson like revolver. It just sounds so cool. I learned how to fucking twirl that bitch. just for being stupid, you know?
Motion detected in the front yard.
One more letter. Jesus Christ. Jesus! Please, get this letter for me. Yeah, but we got into it with a few people yesterday. Trying to make it seem like it was, again, the guy's fault. I had a Al Franco who blocked me. This he couldn't take it. It was just like this guy was not doing anything wrong, and he resorted to just posting some stupid picture and then blocking me. And I'm just like, wow, you can't even have a discussion. I had a Mr. Tommy Ham. You don't know Tommy Ham. Try to say the guy shouldn't have been there. So again, I don't know about y'all, but that's about one of the best things about being American is you can be wherever the fuck you want. It ain't nobody's business where you want to be, besides yours. And ain't nobody should be dying for being somewhere. If you want to live your life, and oh, I'm safe at home and I don't go out, and that's on you. I don't mean the rest of us got to be like that and stay home and, you know, not go out there and be proactive about stuff. This is right. This is right to be there. This is right to record. This is right to fucking be wherever the fuck he wants. Do whatever the fuck he wants. As long as he ain't hurting, trespassing, doing anything like that. And yeah, it just, it really, I don't want to say it breaks my heart, but fucking breaks my heart that people are so just quick to be like, oh, well, he didn't been dead if you hadn't been there. Like, what? Are you fucking stupid? You can be wherever you want. Like, that's the whole point of fucking being America. This ain't fucking whatever, like, Iran, motherfucker, with, like, what? People shouldn't be getting shot or being somewhere. It don't even take that much fucking brain power to come up with that fucking, you know, like, what the heck? Like, yeah, I just cannot believe people. Just completely just, oh, well, I'll give up everything. I'll do whatever they say. And just, it's like, what? No, man. Some of us want to be outside doing shit. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm gonna add a little bit of the spade around. Come back in with the gray and we'll extend it and lighten it a little bit. But yeah, it's a conflict I'm having right now. Because again, you want ICE to be there. You want the country to not have people that ain't here legally. But they shouldn't be allowed to kill people. Definitely shouldn't be allowed to kill citizens. And they should be held accountable if anytime somebody dies. And they ain't doing it the smart way or the right way. And that's just more than being my point of view, that's just the truth. Ba or moo is not me. Exactly. I'm not on either side, man. I'm on the side of me and you. Us. We're not politicians, bro. We're just normal ass people. That's whose side I'm on. Me and you. My neighbor. In this case, that's the sides, right? It's like, are you going to be on the government side or are you going to be on your neighbor's side? Which one of them should not have the right to kill me? Neither one. What the fuck we talking about? And that's what gets me, man. If they would just come out and be like, yeah, no, these officers made a mistake. You know, they panicked and they're being investigated and they're gonna be off the force and charge them, whatever the fuck, negligent discharge, fucking murder, whatever you like, I don't really even care. But some sort of accountability would be nice. And then yeah, that'd be it. Like I'd have a lot more respect for the organization if that was it. Because right now, it feels like some kind of shadow organization. We don't know who the fuck did what. We don't know who shot the shots. We don't know anything. All we know is what we see in the videos, and the videos don't look fucking good for the government, bro. They look really bad. And then when you go out there and you lie about it and try to like make it seem like something happened that obviously we can all see, everybody can see that that's not what happened. It just doesn't look good. You're making us look like we're fucking Zimbabwe or some shit, right? Where the fucking corrupt ass police chief goes on there and goes, "Oh, I don't know what happened with the extra money and the drugs. They just disappeared." You're like, you know what? It just makes you look guilty, man. And this whole, oh, well, we're attacked and we're this. Shut the fuck up. You signed up for the job. Don't sign up for the job. Start acting crazy and then be like, oh, but why are people mad at us? Don't stand in the kitchen if you can't take the heat. And that's just like, should be simple to understand, man. Like, it's just simple, simple shit.
For the midnight ride.
I got you something.
Oh, what the hell?
I've been standing here a minute.
What?
Detected
Oh.
at your front. Motion detected in midnight ride. Motion detected at your front door. Motion detected in midnight ride. Detected in midnight ride. Motion detected at your front door. Motion detected at your front door. Motion detected in midnight ride.
Darn, that look good. Darn. Who told that boy he could paint like that? That look good. That look real nice. So yeah, I hope all of you out there staying safe, staying good.
Most get detected at your front door.
I hope none of you goes and puts yourself out in line of danger like that. Turns out the good old days of getting arrested, those days are over. There's a good probability you might get shot nowadays. And that's scary. I thought I had white loaded, but I don't, so I'm just gonna load some white in here. Yeah, please don't try to defend it either. Don't go out there and be like, oh, you shouldn't have been there, or whatever the fuck, because, like I said, who are we to tell people where they're supposed to be? It's like the most American thing is that you could go anywhere, do anything. As long as you ain't hurt nobody, nobody trying to stop you. Yeah. So don't go try to defend it in any kind of way like that. That's silly. I still personally believe he had already been disarmed at the time he was shot. If you go on my Facebook, I got a good video about it. I slow-moed it down. I posted it right away, but there's a lot of people who caught on to that because I seen that dude and I told my wife, what's this guy doing here in the back? He was just like reaching in. And then I seen him pull out that gun. And then when I seen they released the picture of the gun, and I was like, that looked like the gun he was holding when he got out. Yep, and there sure enough was the fucking gun. You could tell because on that gun there's like the sights and the slider is brown, and yeah, man, like it's obviously the fucking gun, and it's crazy to think like it's just he didn't have a gun on him when he was shot. And I thought, you know what, somebody's gonna end up saying something or posting something that maybe it'll show me different, right? Like, oh, I want to see it. But everybody arguing or trying to defend it, it just turns out they ain't got nothing. Nothing but words. I'm bringing them, like, here's the clip of the video. You know, show me the clip where he holds the gun or anything like that. And I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it. I ain't seen shit like that. And it's sad because that guy lost his life. Now, I believe in your right to carry, and my right to carry, my wife's right to carry, and everybody's right to defend themselves and carry the weapon. And anybody who says, oh, he shouldn't have had a gun, well, I'm glad that you live in fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air land or wherever the fuck you live, that you feel like you live so safe you don't need a gun. That is not the case for everybody. Fine, that looks pretty good. Now, aside from adding some texture onto these, we ain't done. We could technically still add it. I know it has the little bull down here as well, but I honestly think it looks pretty good. There you go. Just give it a little extra, you know. So yeah, as always, thank you guys all for watching. Unfortunately, none of you said anything to make me feel better about the situation. I feel like I just came on here and dumped it all on you guys. Hopefully you guys go out there and watch the videos, and maybe you'll let me know on email or comments or whatever. You'll let me know how you feel about the situation. As for me, I laid it on the line. You guys know how I feel. And that's pretty much all I could say about that. Rest in peace to Alex Pretty. And I hope, the family gets some sort of justice and resolution, because right now there ain't no telling who did what. And it doesn't look like there's any way for anybody to tell who did what either. And that's real sad. I'm a firm believer and you should be allowed to carry. I'm a firm believer you should be wherever you want to be, as long as you ain't trespassing or bothering nobody. What is it to me? And I just don't think people should die for standing somewhere or being somewhere, or for standing up for what they think is right. I don't know. Either side, I don't care what you stand up for. Like, it's fucking, that's the whole point of this country, and it's sad. But anyway, thank y'all for listening. Thank you for 20 Dragon. Everybody who dropped in the chat today, Miners, Treasures, Airtide, everybody. Yeah. Anyway, hope y'all are safe out there. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Y'all have yourselves a good day. Later, everybody. Catch y'all in the next one. Go and check out mikesairbrush.com. Got all kinds of new supplies and stuff on there, and more are coming. So we'll be back in a more cheerful mood on the next one, I'm sure. We'll catch y'all later.